So we're nearing the end of the 30 days, and so that means this week it's testing week. In a few days, I'll be testing my FTP using a ramp test and also doing a 5k run to see if I can better my 5k PB. But before that, I've got a few sessions to kind of dial in my fitness and make sure I'm as ready as possible. So yeah, let's jump into this week. It's day 24 and I'm heading into one of the toughest types of workouts, VO2 max intervals. This session is all about pushing my limits, building aerobic capacity and getting ready to crush that FTP test on day 29. The last few days haven't been ideal though. I've been recovering from a bit of a cold which has slowed me down, and I've had a couple of dinners out with work that threw my nutrition off track. On the plus side though, I managed to stay away from alcohol, which feels like a small win. Today I'm focusing on getting back on it and giving this session my best shot. Now that was a hard session. The plan was to keep it kind of quite controlled and steady, but yeah, I got a bit carried away with a few of those intervals. I was feeling really good for the first like 2 or 3, and then I went a little bit deep on that fourth one. I was on a climb and I was like the kind of started interval right at the bottom of the climb, and I was like, do you know what, I'm going to go all push to the top. Managed to get the KOM jersey, which was nice, but then I went a little bit too deep and suffered in that final interval. And after a few days of being ill, probably wasn't a good idea. I could start to feel it a little bit in the chest. So I might be paying for that going into the final week. But tomorrow got a long endurance ride to hopefully I can recover a little bit on that. And then not long until the FTP test and the 5k run at the end of the week. Hopefully I'll get over this illness and I'll be all good for then. This morning, and I thought it wasn't meant to be icy overnight, but how wrong I was. Absolutely, look, this road is this complete sheet ice. I was meant to be heading up to Adel to meet up with a few members of the club to go and do the Seacroft rally ride, but I think that's definitely off. I ridden on some of the main roads over here, so I've done about 25 minutes or so. The main roads are absolutely fine, so I'm going to try and get off this road now and head to a main road and then see if I can finish my my endurance ride from there. It's meant to warm up a little bit later on, so if I see a cafe or something, I might dive in there, get us up a coffee, wait for it to warm up a little bit, and then carry on and see if I can get 3.5 hours or so in. So we're an hour and 15 minutes into the ride. And actually I'm glad I stayed out and didn't fail to go on the turbo, because the roads aren't actually that bad. It's great, like, but I'm on the main roads. It's a little bit busy here through Ilkley, but the rest of it's been actually quite quiet. And as long as you stay on the main roads, then there's not like the ice or anything like here. Around here there's not much ice, so gotta power on main roads. Did about an hour and 45 minutes out, an hour and 45 minutes back, and that was heading to about 3.5 hours. And if I do come across any ice, we'll just take a different route. That's what I was
something I mentioned in last week's video is yeah, trying to fuel yourself with peanuts is quite hard on the move. So yeah, I need to stop on my own today, so able to do that. So an hour and 45 minutes in, yeah, feeling great. Yeah, but I'm gonna turn around in a minute. It's gonna get to the top of this hill, which is like the top of Burnsall Fell, the easy side of it, and then yeah, start heading back. So far, all I've had to eat is half of a protein bar and a handful of peanuts, and yeah, feeling all right. Yeah, probably about another 15 minutes or so, and I'll get something else down me. Yeah, maybe crack into the other half of that protein bar, or maybe that Velo Forte bar, who knows. Just got to 3 hours, so we're in a cracking GTR, and it's been a little bit low on sugar. We'll actually get me home for another 45 minutes of riding or so. And there's also a bit of caffeine in it as well. It's definitely warmed up in the last 3 hours. This was a complete sheet ice earlier. Yeah, this is the bit I walked down, and yeah, no ice anymore.
So it's day 27, so only a few days away from the from those tests. So I've got the FTP test in a couple of days' time, and at the end of the week I've got the 5 kilometre test, which I'm a bit nervous about. So yeah, today is my last running session of the month. Today I'm doing 5 times 3 minutes at about race pace. So yeah, this should give me a good indication of how the legs are feeling this week, and how the training, if the training is paying off or not. I'm going to be aiming for around about 3:55 minute kilometres. Should be a tough session, but it shouldn't be too bad. That's all of the intervals done, but not gonna lie, that was super tough and wasn't quite hitting the required pace. All but the last one were like below 4 minute kilometres, but it wasn't as comfortable as I would like it to be. I'm not sure what to think of that, what to make of that. Sub 20 is probably slightly out of my reach, but we'll find out at the end of this week, won't we? So this is it. Day 29 of the 30-day challenge, and today I'm doing the ramp test to see if my training over the past month has paid off. So yeah, I've put in the work, I've done the VO2 max intervals, I've done the long endurance rides, running and dialing in my nutrition. So yeah, about to jump on the turbo now and see if I've made any improvements.
that didn't go to plan one bit. Like, yeah, I'm not sure what that is. My legs just felt really, really, really tired. I'm tempted to have a breather and try again later because, yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. Yes, apparently in a month I've lost 12 watts, which, yeah, doesn't seem right. Not sure what went wrong or what was going on. Yeah, maybe just a little bit of fatigue from the illness last week, and then like hard efforts at the beginning of this week, and just maybe I just haven't quite recovered. But yeah, once the power started going above my threshold, it felt super hard, much harder than it really should do. Yeah, my heart rate again just wasn't kind of raising. I noticed it on the running intervals on Monday. My heart rate just wasn't getting above like 165, which is below my threshold. And then today, yeah, it wasn't really pushing much above 170, and 170 felt like 180, 190. So not sure, maybe just a bit of fatigue. But yeah, we go again, rest up. Yes, I've been resting this afternoon, and then I'll going to leave it 24 hours in between doing the ramp test I did today, and then trying the 5k run tomorrow. So I'll leave that till tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better by then, I can shake this fatigue and give it everything I've got, because I'm going to need it. I'm definitely going to need it. Things aren't quite going to plan this week, and I need a win.
So it's day 30, and woken up today and I'm not feeling it at all. Yeah, I'm still suffering from a bit of fatigue from the illness I had last week. So yeah, that meant like the ramp test yesterday, as you know, didn't go to plan. And I'm not up for doing a max kind of 20-minute effort today. So I think a better idea will be to postpone the tests until next week, when I'm feeling a little bit more fresh and not suffering as much from this fatigue. Hopefully that'll be a better representation of my fitness improvements over the last month or so. So yeah, not quite the timeline that I wanted to kind of wrap it all up in this 30 days. But these things happen, and you've got to roll with the punches and adapt. This challenge was more than just about the results at the end of the 30 days. It was about creating new habits and kicking off 2025 in the right way. It's not all bad, not all is lost. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.